Have you ever felt like suddenly life put up a barricade right in front of you? Maybe it was a promotion you didn't get, a job loss or a layoff, a divorce, an empty nest, or maybe a health challenge for you or a loved one. Maybe you have to start caring for aging parents, or maybe it was just something harder to explain. You woke up one morning and realized that the life you'd spent decades building no longer fits the woman you're becoming. If you're a Gen X woman navigating midlife, this conversation is for you. Because today I want to talk about detours and why the roadblocks you're facing right now might not be stopping you. They might be redirecting you. But before we dive in, I'm Carol. I'm a certified life and career transitions coach. And if you're interested in conversations about identity, purpose, career pivots, and creating your next chapter after 50, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into it. A few days ago, I was taking my morning walk. Sun was shining, birds singing, all the wonderful things. And as I came around to one of my favorite pathways, I saw something unexpected: barricades. The road was closed. There was also a flashing sign that said, "Please use Detour." And as I stood there at that closed road, I started thinking about all the moments in my life that felt exactly like this. The jobs that ended due to layoffs, the plans that changed, the opportunities that disappeared or weren't presented, the doors that closed, the moments when the path that I thought I was on and supposed to be on suddenly became unavailable. And as I looked around, I realized I had several choices. On one side was a sidewalk shaded by beautiful trees. It looked safe. The path was predictable and comfortable and well worn. It was a clear alternative route. But on the other side of the barricade was a narrow path next to a pond. And it was rocky, it was less well maintained. There was wildlife nesting nearby, and it required more attention and caution to navigate it. But then there was still another option, a side street, that would take me into an entirely different direction, a direction I hadn't planned to go. And of course, there were two additional options for me. I could turn around and go back the way that I'd come, or I could simply stand there and do nothing. No movement, no progress, just frozen at the barricade. And I thought, isn't this exactly what happens in life? We have a midlife barricade. Many of us arrive in midlife and find ourselves standing in front of a barricade. The career that once inspired us no longer does. We're not sure of the roles that we're playing, and the roles that we've played for years no longer fit. The identity we've carried starts to feel small and suffocating, and suddenly we're faced with choices. Now, some women turn around, they go back to what's familiar, they go back to what's safe, what other people expect. Some women stay stuck, and years pass. The dissatisfaction with their lives and their situation remains. Their dreams get postponed again and again. But others take the detour. And that's where things start to get interesting. And I think that there are three types of detours. The first is the comfortable detour. This is the path that feels relatively familiar. It builds on skills you already have. It allows you to make progress without completely reinventing yourself, without putting too much into the game. The second is the challenging detour. This path requires growth and sometimes intense growth. It requires learning and stretching, and you may not know exactly what you're doing. You may have to become a beginner again, and that's uncomfortable, especially for women like you who have spent decades becoming highly competent, highly trained, really good at what you do. And then there's the third detour, the unexpected one, the path that takes you somewhere you've never intended to go, the opportunities you didn't see coming. Maybe it's the business you never imagined starting, the community you never imagined leading, the chapter that wasn't even on your radar. Sometimes the best parts of our lives arrive through doors we never planned to open. We didn't even know the doors were there. And this is why identity matters. The challenge isn't choosing a path. The challenge is trusting yourself enough to take one. That's why I spend so much time talking about identity, because clarity alone does not do it. It's just not enough. You can know what you want, but if your identity hasn't evolved to support that vision, you'll continue taking yourself out of it. You'll keep seeking certainty. You'll keep waiting for permission. You'll keep taking the courses, taking the classes, doing the research. You'll keep wondering if you're too old or if it's too late or if you're too inexperienced, you don't know enough. You'll need another degree, another certification. You'll think that you're too much. You'll think that you're not enough. But the truth is that every meaningful change requires becoming someone new. And that's not because who you are today isn't valuable, because you're wonderful, you are valuable. It's because growth requires expansion. And that expansion starts with identity. Who are you becoming? What do you believe about yourself? What are you capable of creating from this point forward? And so you have to tap into your midlife superpowers. And here's what I want every Gen X woman listening to remember. You're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. You have resilience, you have wisdom, you have self awareness, you have discernment. You know how to navigate uncertainty. You know how to recover from setbacks. You've already done hard things. You've done more hard things than you probably give yourself credit for. The world may try to convince women in midlife that their best years are behind them. I reject that idea completely because I see women every day creating extraordinary second acts, launching businesses, changing careers, writing books, speaking to large audiences, leading communities, leading movements, building financial freedom, creating lives that are more aligned than anything they've ever experienced in their younger years. Let's talk about our future self. And one of the most important questions you can ask yourself is this: what would make my future self proud? What would make her more comfortable, feel safe and secure, have more financial and social freedom? What decisions will the woman you want to become thank you for making today? Because your future self is counting on you. She's counting on you to develop new skills, to build your confidence, to trust your intuition, to take actions before you feel completely ready. She's counting on you to stop waiting for perfect conditions. The choices you make today become the reality that she inherits tomorrow. So I want to leave you with this question. What detour is showing up in your life right now? The well-traveled path, the challenging path, or the unexpected path that could change everything? Whatever road is in front of you, remember this. A closed road is not the end of your story. A closed road is not the end of your story. It's an invitation to become more of who you're capable of being. The barricade isn't necessarily there to stop you. It may be there to redirect you towards something greater. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It helps more midlife women find these conversations and become part of our community. And if you're ready to gain more clarity, strengthen your identity, and create the structures that support your next chapter, I'd love to invite you to my free community on School. It's called Design Your Pivot After 50. We have a lot of fun there. It's a place for women who know there's more ahead of them and they're ready to intentionally create it. I'll put a link in the description below and in the first pinned comment. Before you go, tell me in the comments, are you ready to take the detour? Just write, ready to take the detour. And if you're so kind, I'd love to hear where you are in your journey. And I'll be reading every comment. So until next time, please remember this. Clarity is just the beginning. Identity creates transformation, and the structures you build today shape the future you're becoming. So here are a few videos if you're interested in continuing the conversation. Till next time, so long.